all 9. What a delivery. When you can see all 9, you're not worried about your primary defender, which...
Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So, all right, you guys. Caitlin Clark is on the verge of making history once again. The GOAT continues to do things that only true GOATs can do. And now, Caitlin Clark is about to unlock another all-time assist milestone in the very next game. Everybody is watching closely because this could be another legendary moment added to her growing resume. But the big question moving forward is simple. Will Stephanie White finally stay out of the way and let Caitlin Clark fully control this offense? That's what fans want to see. We got a lot to talk about today, so make sure you stick around till the end, and as always, that'd be greatly appreciated. Now, let's dive right into it. This comes courtesy of Grant Young. This is on Sports Illustrated, where it says, Caitlin Clark is set to unlock an all-time assist achievement in the next game. Okay, here it says, Indiana Fever fans don't need to be told how great of a passer Caitlin Clark is. While Clark's stardom is mainly due to her extraordinary shooting range, there's a very strong case to be made that her best trait as a basketball player is her court vision and anticipation, both of which make her an absolutely lethal passer. Now, we know Caitlin Clark sees things 5 plays ahead before they even happen. She's on another level when it comes to that right there. Okay, here it says, in fact, there have been countless instances where Fever teammates either struggled to corral a pass from Clark or couldn't come up with it solely because they didn't even realize they were open or that she was capable of passing it to them at that moment. It says, and it isn't just the eye test that testifies to Clark's passing prowess. Her assisting success is also shown through her statistics, as she's currently leading the league in assists per game with 9.0. Her 8.4 assists per game as a rookie in 2024 also led the league, and she would have competed for the same top spot in 2025 if she had qualified, but she didn't since she missed most of the season with injuries. Okay, it says, speaking of qualifications, the WNBA requires players to have 500 assists in their career tally before they qualify for the assists per game record statistic. Clark is currently sitting at 497 assists. Therefore, all she needs is 3 against the Golden State Valkyries on May 28th to qualify for the WNBA assists per game record statistic. And because Clark averages 8.57 assists per game, this imminent eligibility will immediately put her at the top of the WNBA career assists per game leaderboard, as the current leader, Courtney Vandersloot, has just 6.6 per game. So Caitlin Clark is absolutely going to crush and demolish this record, you guys. This isn't going to be something where she has to battle for it. No, she's going to be head and shoulders above everybody else in this category, and it probably won't ever be broken. The Basketball Reference website, blah, 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 we don't need to get into that, says, it will be interesting to know whether Clark is aware that she's so close to the 500 assists milestone and whether she knows reaching that mark makes her eligible for the WNBA's career assists per game record, which is also tracked by Guinness World Records. Okay, so Caitlin Clark is set to do the unbelievable once again. Seriously, man, it never stops with her. Every single game, it feels like she's adding another insane moment to her legacy. And honestly, the rest of the league just can't keep up. Now, the big question moving forward is simple. Will Stephanie White finally learn to stay the hell out of the way of greatness and let Caitlin Clark fully take over? Because lately, it feels like we've finally been getting the real Caitlin Clark back. We're getting that killer CC again, the one hyping up the crowd, talking trash, showing emotion, and bringing that fire every single possession. And that energy changes everything for the Indiana Fever. It's not just the deep shooting, it's not just the passing, it's the killer instinct. Caitlin Clark wants to break teams mentally while entertaining the fans at the same time. She wants to dominate the game, control the atmosphere, and put everybody on notice. That's what separates her from everybody else in the WNBA. The entertainment value is off the charts. Now, Stephanie White talked about adjustments going forward, and all fans can do is hope she lets Caitlin Clark completely cook.
I want to start with something I forgot about last game. Aisha had that moment. She came out in the first half of that last game. She obviously came back in. What happened there? Is she any concern beyond
No concern. I thought she just tweaked something. And more than anything, we just wanted to give her a moment.
I was talking to Raven about her energy just now.
Yeah.
She's always dancing and moving around. What do you think of how that affects who she is and how she plays?
I mean, she's a joy to be around. I think she's number one, a really good kid. And she has this way about her that allows others to connect with her. She's serious, but she's also easygoing and has a great ability to connect with lots of different people. And I think that makes her a really good leader. It did for her college team, and it makes her a really good teammate. And I just think that people are drawn to other people that have good energy.
She told me she's been working with Bree. They have similar strengths, at least, as players. How did their connection come to be? Did you want that to be a thing? Did they naturally gravitate to each other? How did that go?
Yeah, I mean, all of our coaches have, are assigned to certain players just based on position, based on some of the things that we're looking at, and then if a connection works, it works, and if not, then we'll adjust. And it worked there. I mean, Bree was one of the best point guards to play in this league. She has again a lot of the same skill sets that Raven has, and is looking to grow in a lot of the ways that Bree had to grow in this league. And so I think it's a natural symmetry there. Yeah, I mean, today is more about looking at some of the things that we needed to be better in, and some of the things that we found success in, and continuing to hone those skills and work on that. We've got the rest of the week to work on our tweaks and what we think that they'll do and what we want to do. But today was mostly just about working on the things that we need to continue to work on to get better.
A couple weeks ago, you brought Bree Hall down the ball. How have you seen her develop in these 2 weeks? How can she continue?
We haven't really had a lot of practice yet. This will only be the second full day of practice since she's been here. But already she's more confident. She's more vocal. I think she's more self-assured, than she was pretty much at any point last year. Her off season and playing in AU really helped her. I think that she's having a year and an understanding of the league and of our team really helped. So you see she's more vocal, more confident, and all those things are going to pay dividends.
How easier does it make your life as a coach to be able to set it and forget it, defender like Lexi?
A lot easier. She covers a lot of gaps. She comes with great energy. It's funny because I was talking with one of her college assistant coaches just yesterday, and she was like, "Have you ever had a bad day coaching Lexi?" And it's like, no, because she just goes out and she busts her butt every single day. And again, she's a good teammate. She's got good energy, and she does whatever you ask all the time. And she's going to be solid for us.
I saw you were interviewed pre-race yesterday, that it was your first time getting to interview there on race day, so I guess after the fact, how was the experience?
It was great. I mean, the experience was amazing. What a finish. I was a little worried we were going to finish on a yellow, but it was a lot of fun. It's much more fun to be there in person. So I was glad to experience that, and certainly glad to experience that with my son.
How did you handle the Rossi situation?
Not great. He was very disappointed, but at the same time, I don't think that there was 1 second where he didn't have a smile on his face. And so as a parent, to see something for the first time through the eyes of your child is really rewarding. And so I was just thankful and grateful to have that experience with him.
All right, so once again, she enjoyed being the special guest next to Caitlin Clark, and obviously we keep seeing people attach themselves to Caitlin Clark every chance they get because that's where the spotlight is. But at the end of the day, I think this is going to come down to whether Stephanie White can stay the hell out of the way and stop overcomplicating things. Look, the Indiana Fever absolutely have the talent to be a dangerous team. They've got the superstar, they've got the energy, and they've got the fans behind them. But Stephanie White does not need to mess around with what Caitlin Clark wants to do offensively. That's the biggest thing. Caitlin Clark already knows how to run the show. She knows how to control pace, create shots, and completely break down defenses. Stephanie White was brought in mainly to improve the defensive side of the ball. And if she focuses on that instead of tinkering with the offense every damn game, this team could really take off. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.